What's going on, everyone? We're going to do the Path to MOAS final. I'm bored, and you know what else? Starts with a B. So, we're trying to change our lives, right? Now, remember, how are we going to do this? Really, it's not that difficult. We make it difficult because we're human and we get emotional and we bring all these things and all these emotions into the overall play. When in reality, if me and you were a computer and the end game was to just be patient and wait, I mean, that's what we would do. It's that simple. If you can afford to invest and you feel like, based on the due diligence or deep dives that are out there, that whatever stock it is a stock that you want to purchase it. Why wouldn't you? And don't let anything else convince you otherwise. That's the thing. We all know the DD. We don't need anyone to come and tell us why we're holding. We know it. We know at this point. Now, people just joining in, maybe not the case. Now, is it our job to inform them? No. It's their job to inform themselves. That's the thing I'm trying to bring up. The path of MOAS comes really just from anything else. These five things, I follow these five things, and it typically works out very well if you do this. If you have sincerity, if you have effort, patience, passion, and a little bit of skepticism in anything you try to do, that's a good formula to have. Now, the last thing, skepticism, is one thing I don't see a lot of. And if more people would practice this, would benefit the community. If the community as a whole could get these five things solid, we'd be in a great position. Now, by the way, a quick note on me. I am retarded, people. Now, let me just say, I appreciate every single one of you and all of the great comments and all of the support. It means the world to me. But if you would have told me I would have had this many people listening to me a year ago, um, yeah, I would have told you you're crazy. So I really am grateful for this, and I do appreciate everyone. But the point I'm trying to making is that you can do everything that I'm doing just as well as I could, if not better. That's why I try to present things the way I do. Um, and I feel like this is how media should be, you know? So while I appreciate everyone's kindness, just keep in mind, I am really, really nothing special. Now, one thing to point out, if you and everyone else would just take a minute and step back and look at that phone in your hand and just take into account just how amazing this device is for the purpose of productivity, you can learn anything you want, anything from this device. It's an all-in-one. It's one of the most underplayed devices that has been made. I think it's one of the most important inventions for mankind. The problem is that it's marketed and advertised in the form of a distraction. Why do you use a phone? Well, to talk, to text, to play games, whatever. What if you used it to research? You have internet connection. You have the same resources that I have available publicly. That is the difference. It is it's a real time, just everything you need and right literally in the palm of your hand, and you can learn anything. I can't tell you how much stuff I've taught myself used just from my phone alone. You got video, follow alongs. I mean, you got different languages. It's incredible. I feel like if people would just take a minute and realize that every second that you give somebody, especially on YouTube, that second you're never gonna get that second back. Time is valuable. We only live once, YOLO, right? So if you give that time away and you're left at the end of it scratching your head, you got to ask yourself, what was the motive behind that video? That's where skepticism comes into play. Especially in this scenario, how many times have we seen people try to use leverage, popularity, status, as a means to shut us up, to tell us we're wrong? That's why I love research, because it doesn't matter what you say or how long you've been in the industry. If you're not providing factual data or documentation behind your claims, I'm not going to believe it, and I shouldn't have to, and no one else should either. So that's just all I'm trying to say. The path to MOAS is going to come if we can all collectively ignore the bullshit and focus on what's important. So obviously we want to keep our eyes on the horizon. Come together individually. This is important. No more hoorah apes. No more apes together strong. Nope. We are individual investors coming together individually and silently. Yelling and screaming solves nothing. Quietly digging paves the way. You ever played Dig Dug? It's like that. Like while everyone else on the surface like being crazy, we're just like digging and dugging. It's great. Ryan Cohen is the perfect example. This dude follows all 5 of those traits. His intentions are clear without saying a freaking word except buckle up. And now we're all like, buckle up. It's just hilarious. So, and then you take AA. It's a perfect example. It's like light versus dark. And I'm not saying AA is a bad guy. I'm just saying while one didn't say anything, but still was able to maintain a level of connectedness with the investors is amazing. And then you have AA who maybe went a little bit overboard on the communication by going too much, causing too much of a stir. You know what I mean? So it's a perfect real world example that we're living in right now. Actions speak louder than words. That is the most important thing too to take from this video, other than that other thing I said at the beginning. Whatever. Let's keep going. I am retarded. Yeah, I am. I am retarded. If I can do this, you all can do this. Trust no one, as the undead would say in the Undead City. They say so much the good things. Trust no one. Patience, discipline. I mean, come on. This situation has never happened before. So we can't use people with status, education, experience, and popularity because it's irrelevant. All that matters is that we just get as much retards as possible together individually to look at this stuff and play Dig Dug together. That's how I've discovered all this stuff. Because, I'll be like, hey, what's this? And they're like, oh, that's nothing. Oh, okay, cool. Then I like Google. I'm like, hey, Google, what's this? I'm like, oh, shit, Google disagrees with you. And then I find out what's really going on. It's just, that gut feeling that's inside you. Just listen to it every now and then. Other people don't know what's best for you. And other people are going to have motives, especially if it's app related, YouTube related. Anything marketed as free is not free. You're the product. Keep that in mind. So this video is getting too long. Please tell me there's not another slide. Oh, only be skeptical in this situation. Don't go away and start questioning everything. I meant just in this scenario. Now, it is good to have a healthy bit of skepticism in life, but I feel like fucking Hey Arnold. Okay. Anyways, that's how. Oh God. In essence, if you want to get to the MOAS and change your life, start making change now. It's a difficult battle. Trust me, I've been right where you are. If you feel like you don't know where to start, it's hard. It's a process in your brain that you got to change. You got to stop relying on everyone else. Only rely on yourself, and you will be so surprised at how much you're gonna learn. So other people suck. Just remember that. They don't know shit. They don't know what's best for you. You do. We'll get there individually, of course. Later.